Hello, Bame Farm fans. It's time to wake up the old TW, get out of hibernation, and turn some dirt. It's April 17th, I believe. We gotta do some maintenance checks. Stick our finger in there. And there's oil. I think we're okay on power steering. The reservoir, the side just turned really low there. And in a hot second, we gotta go around, check our oils in the front axle, come back here and we'll check the transmission. I'm doing the dipstick, the easy stuff first, because the front axles I gotta turn to get them in the proper position. Just about full. Usually this one's not like the Internationals where you gotta have it over full in the transmission. We could probably put a gallon in that, but it's not leaking any. So we'll check this fluid here in the radiator. Check the coolant. I can't see down there. I get a little handy dandy little bit of light. They're gonna have to take my word for it. There is fluid down there, but it's got a really long filler neck, so it's hard to see. That's pretty standard. But one fun thing about these Fords, the big ones, is they've got their own separate reservoir for the brakes. I gotta pull that dipstick right here. That's a long dipstick for that. And do you see what I see? I can't see it. Come out here in the light. Okay, it's right. Wow. If you see full, of course it's upside down for you to read. Oh, it's just 2 hairs and a fingernail under the full line. So it's maintaining fluid there. That is great, because I don't want to have to figure out how to add fluid. Just because, oh man, that's a stiff one. These brakes use a special fluid. It's not .3. You definitely don't use brake fluid in these. Now, I don't know if those oil spots on the floor are left from the chopper. The chopper used to get this spot, but now the chopper is over there. So I'm a little unsure if this is from the tractor or the chopper still. We may have a little, oh, that's super dark. There's a fuel line in there that's a little shiny. There may be a slight fuel leak. That's what this is from. Check the engine. Camera's having trouble picking that up, but it is, you know, just a hair below the full line. Need to change that very soon, which is, there's the fill. Drain plug is on the bottom here somewhere. Why can't I find the drain? Oh, drain plug's on the other side of that. And the big spit-on filter is on the other side. So it's got enough fluids to get it started and get it out of this position. Probably won't show changing the oil. Just, you know, I don't find much interest unless there's something terribly wrong that we find, like, you know, shavings in the filter or something stupid. So theoretically, that should be normal and boring. But this stuff is more fun, like checking the hubs, because we got to get them lined up. The grease zerks down low there. We got to get them spun in the right position. I can get to some of these ones, like right there, real easy. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this outside so we have some light to see what I'm doing. I can see in here, but the camera can't. Gotta turn the battery disconnect on, and the Fords have the cold start setting. You press that in on the injection pump. There, it stayed. Give it a little extra fuel while we're cranking. And time to find out how good the battery is, because we've been sitting since we rescued the 14, and that was in February, and it's now middle of April. So, clutch, key, cranky, really, really slow. out of park. I guess we'll put it in low. We'll take our time while it's cold. And we need reverse to get out of here. Yeah, clutch is a little lower. Kind of just like the 1086. Clutch is on the low side. So we'll pull this around. Ugh, gotta wash off the window. Hey, it was inside, right? It was safe, but not from the bird poop. Guess I gotta invest in a really big sheet or something. So we've got a grease zerk here on top, and there's one on bottom. These are the pivots. They're the kingpins. They have a roller bearing down inside there. So they're always good to keep greased. Unfortunately, the tie rod ends do not, and that drives me nuts. It's hard to see it, but there's one right up there for the pivot. And we got one staring us in the face right there on the drive shaft. Kind of facing up a little bit, but thanks to lock and lube, we can get in there. And it stays on. And we give it a couple pumps. Now when you start to hear it bubbling out at the seals, means we probably got enough in there. I sort of forgot that there was one here. There's a splined shaft coming out of the transmission, and you know, because it's got to slide a little bit somewhere. I didn't realize that. So we'll put this in the video. Come on. There we go. See a little bit of grease coming out the splines. Means we got enough. This one's shooting out the side real nice. Easy to get to there also. So I may have, well, see, at least they didn't come out on us, right? Going down the field. So I put them in with the impact. Oh, there's oil. Well, they didn't leak much. That's good. And they're probably not going to fall out. Get a nice up close view of the oil. Other than the dirt behind it, say it looks okay. Okay, we gotta roll these to find the right positions. They didn't put a drain plug in the middle. This is the everything plug. Drain plug, fill plug, you name it plug. Okay, must be the spot. We're getting close. Yeah, it's a small challenge to grease those front universals. You gotta get them in the right place and turn the wheel, and there's only one spot, like from the front, to get them. Let's go out and check our oil level. Hello?
It's right there.
Oh, okay, it's just not, oh, we're a little high. It's
just
not
a touch high.
It's not quite level. Okay, so it'll kind of see.
When you dropped it in gear, it rolled back just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, how's the oil on your finger look?
It looks pretty decent.
I don't see it sparkling, so.
Yeah, but you just barely get in there and you touch it, so.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty solid.
Okay. And the middle one, we don't have to be, well, we don't have to move the tractor because there's a check plug right here for the central part of the axle. Inconveniently enough, the plugs on the center axle are 19 millimeter, but the plugs on the hub are 17. So it's a little bit bigger hole. And we think we're sitting fairly level here. leaking or they're not leaking much.